Hello Year 1, happy Tuesday and welcome to your maths lesson. Today's learning objective is to add ones using number bonds. And the steps to success are: I can count and recognise numbers to 20. I can use a number line to add. I know that addition can be done in any order. I can recognise number bonds when adding ones to teen numbers. And I can use number bonds to solve other calculations where the tens and ones are the same. So it's similar to what we were doing last lesson, but kind of an extension of that, learning a new way of doing it. So let's have our fast 4 questions first. So remember to write down your answers to each question. You can pause between each question if you need to, and then we'll go over them at the end. So number 1, what is 1 more than 19? And number 2, 16 add what equals 20? Number 3, how many does this represent? And number 4, these are number bonds to what? So let's go over our answers. Number 1, what is 1 more than 19? 20. Number 2, 16 add what equals 20? 16 add 4 equals 20. And how many in the 10 frames? Have 10 and 9 more, 19. And then these are both number bonds to 8. Well done if you got those all right. Okay, big question of the day, true or false? Stevie says 12 add 4 equals 15. Is that true or false? Pause here to take a moment to work it out. Okay, as we know, there's lots of ways we can work out addition. We can use our resources. So if we're in school, we have a few more options. We have other things like Numicon and our Deans. If you're at home, you could have used some objects, or you could use a number line. Let's see on a number line if Stevie is right. So if we're working out 12 add 4, then we need to start on which number? Number 12. Number 12. And then if we're adding 4, how many jumps do we need to make forwards on our number line? 4 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've landed on 16. So 12 add 4 equals 16. Sorry, Stevie, good try. Very close, but not quite there. Okay. So here's our vocabulary. A lot of it is similar to what we've already been using this last week. So just as a reminder, add or plus means put together amounts to calculate the total. Equals means equal to or the same as. Total means the whole number or amount. And number bonds means the addition of 2 numbers. And there is a part-whole model here just to remind us, because I know that sometimes we get a little bit confused between where the numbers go on a part-whole model. We just need to remember that the 2 parts come together to make the whole number. Okay, so the 2 circles that are joined to the other circle are the 2 parts, and then this is the whole, or part add part equals whole. Okay, now focus on this part of the screen first, because this is what we will be really confident with recognizing. So we have our part-whole model, and we need to work out 7 add 2. So in that number sentence, we know what the 2 parts are. Okay, 7 is a part and 2 is the other part. So we can put those into our part-whole model. 7 and 2. And that's the same as saying 7 ones add 2 ones. Okay, and we know, or we can work out that 7 ones add 2 ones equals 9, or 9 ones. Okay, so there's our completed part-whole model for 7 add 2, that number bond of 7 add 2. Now, if we take our attention over to the other part of the screen, this is a part whole model that you may not have seen before. Now, I want you to have a quick look at it and think, how many parts are there in this part whole model? That's right, there are 1, 2, 3 parts in this part whole model, and still only one whole though, okay? So the whole is still the total, there's still only one total. It's just broken into 3 parts. We only have 2 numbers, 17 and 2. What's a simple way to break down 17 into 2 parts? Of course, into 10s and 1s. So how many 10s are in 17? 1 10, exactly. So 10, 1 10. And then how many 1s are there in 17? That's right, 7. The second digit is how many 1s there are. So 1 10 and 7 1s. And then look, we've just got 1 part left, and that's the part that we are adding. So 2, or 2 1s. Okay, so then we've got 10, 7 and 2 are our 3 parts that we're adding together. But if we look at the 2 groups of 1, the 7 and the 2, we've already worked out that number bond. Or we could know it quickly, couldn't we? Because it's an easier one to work out than trying to work out 17 add 2. We could just make that number bond that we've just done, which we worked out was 9, didn't we? So that's the same then as saying 10 add 9, or 1 10 add 9 1s. And 1 10 add 9 1s is 19. Exactly. So that means that 17 add 2 equals 19. So it's just a much simpler way, or an alternative way, to work out an addition involving a team number by looking at our number bonds, which are number bonds within 10, which we are already much more confident with, and then just adding on the other 10 on top. So let's try that again with some different numbers and a different addition number sentence. So this time we're working out 13 add 3. So we need to do the same as we did last time. We need to break up the number 13 into 10s and 1s. So how many 10s are there in 13? 1 10, or 10. There's 1 10 in 13. And then how many 1s? That's right, 3 1s. So 1 10 add 3 1s. We know that's 13. And then our other part is just going to be the part that we're adding on. So 3, or 3 1s. Now, we haven't done quite the same as we did on the last slide, because we haven't already worked out the number bond within this number, but we can do that super quickly right now. So what we need to do is look at the 2 groups of 1s, 3 1s and 3 1s. What does that equal? 3 out of 3? 6. Okay, so that's the same as 6 1s. And then we just need to add on that 1 10 as well. So 1 10 add 6 1s equals 16. So that means that 13 add 3 equals 16. Okay, so now it's time for your turn. If you pause the video here, you can have a go at these 2 questions, and then we'll come back to the next couple of questions when you're ready. Okay, so back to my turn again. We've got our friends here today. We've got Stevie, but not just Stevie. Hector's here too to help Stevie with her maths. So Stevie is saying, I know my number bonds to 10. And she says 6 add 4 equals 10. And we can see here 6 in this 10 frame, add 4 in this 10 frame. And if we count on or count them all, we'll work out it's 10 altogether. So Stevie is correct. But Hector is saying, then you know lots of the number bonds to 20. How interesting. So if you know number bonds to 10, then you also know number bonds to 20. I wonder what Hector means. Bring over this 10 frame and see if we can work it out. Right, so now we've got 16, add 4. Now work out, if you can, by counting on, preferably, or counting all, what is 16 add 4? It's 20. I see what you mean, Hector. Now I wonder if we move over this 10 frame to this side, then can we use our number bonds, because the ones are still the same, to work out 6 add 14 must equal 20 as well? Is that what you meant, Hector? Yes. How interesting. Okay, so if 6 add 4 equals 10, then 16 add 4 equals 20. And so does 6 add 14. Because remember, as long as the 10s and the 1s are the same, then your whole number, your total, will be the same as well. Okay, so if 4 add 3 equals 7, then we have 4 in this 10 frame, add 3 in this 10 frame, then 14 add 3 must equal what? Well done if you've spotted that the ones are the same, aren't they? It's still 4 ones, add 3 ones. So the ones in this number must be 7 as well. There's just an extra 10. So 1 10 and 7 ones, or 17. So if 4 add 3 equals 7, then 14 add 3 equals 17. There's that pattern again. So time for your turn again now. So again, pause the video here to answer questions 3 and 4. And then when you've done those, on the next slide, there is a challenge. So here is your challenge. Okay, enjoy completing those, Year 1, and remember to send your work in to year1@thepalmeracademy.com. See you later.